or someone who comes to your house for some reason, perhaps to do some work or contracting, and you meet someone in that way. Now, I'm more interested with this eclipse in, even though I know you're probably more interested in your love life, I see a direct hit on your career path, on your life direction. So what's bubbling up in that respect?
I don't know. I mean, I work and I go to school as well, so I don't know. If I will be getting into a new career path soon here.
You plan on going into a new career path soon? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, so this eclipse is going to push you. Now, right. what eclipses do is they speed up.
Now, Maria, just really briefly, caller, we're just going to take the rest of the question and answer off the air. And thank you so much for calling in.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Lorraine.
Okay, Maria, go ahead. Continue with the...
Answering Lorraine's question?
Yes.
Okay,
continue.
I was saying that eclipses speed up timing. So she was telling us that she was planning on a career shift. She wasn't sure when. And what I wanted to mention to her is that since this eclipse happens right in her 10th house, very, very close to a specific point in her chart called the midheaven, she's going to be pushed into this new career direction sooner than she thinks, because the August eclipses for her are going to bring an opportunity her way. So, Lorraine, you should look out for that opportunity, and it will happen. Eclipses last. The effects of an eclipse last up to 6 months until the next eclipse. So expect the...
Oh, interesting. So the energy of that shift.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Expect dramatic news in August or 1 month to the date of the eclipse by September 1st. However, the effects of what's going to be happening because of that dramatic event unfold over 6 months. Okay, so Lorraine should have more interesting news.
Oh, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing. So the amount of the light energy that comes in, it won't really manifest later on down the line. That's like that quantum space where, in self-hypnosis, what we do, or hypnosis in general, is like we enter a space in our subconscious mind where there's no time or space, and where we make jumps in consciousness. We can go backwards, we can go forwards, and most of it's towards goal planning for the future and the present. Mm-hmm. So usually, after you bring in all those changes and that energy of being able to jump through time and create anything that you want, eventually it shifts to a point in your everyday life where you're actually enacting these behavior patterns, these changes later on down the line, just like how the changes that are going to come in this month is what you're saying. It's so powerful that later on down the line we'll actually see the manifestations, but it's good to be conscious that there's something happening, so we're not totally like left in the dark about
right.
Our life. We have some sort of a free will in a way.
Oh, completely.
When it comes to our choices, with knowing this light source that's going to come. And for me personally, I know that there's a shift happening with me in my education and my career within the next month. So I'm very excited to see how everything goes, because I'm very much a student of the universe. So I allow the universe to teach me rather than me teach the universe. Mm-hmm. How it's going to be. Mm-hmm. So I'm really interested in seeing it. It opens up a space of mystery and excitement, and so this is really amazing stuff that's happening. I want to take another caller here.
Sure.
Caller 832, you're on live now.
Yeah, I'm here. I just want to know
your voice just a little bit. Thank you.
Hello?
Okay, I want to know the sign, how it will affect sign of Aquarius.
Okay, what's your first name?
Hello, Susie? Hello?
Yes, Susie, yes. And Susie, and what is your date of birth, your time of birth?
I don't have time of birth. That's the problem. I have date of birth.
Give me your date of birth.
January 25th, 1966.
Okay, so January 25th, 1966. What I'm going to do for you, Susie, is cast something called a solar chart instead of your exact natal chart, and that is actually how astrologers make all the sun sign forecasts. So later on, when I talk about how the eclipses are affecting everyone by their sun sign, you can pay attention to this and it'll resonate with you. Now, here's something interesting. you, Susie, have your Aquarius sun is at 5 degrees of Aquarius, and the last caller had a Leo sun at 5 degrees of Leo. So the solar eclipse, again, is hitting you on, it's opposing your sun, okay? So there's definitely a relationship dynamic happening for you. Now, you also have your Mars, which is the planet of energy and initiative and action. It's at 26 degrees Aquarius. Mars, the lunar eclipse on the 16th is directly hitting your Mars. I see a lot of emphasis in your chart for changes in self-development, in personality, possibly physical changes, okay? Is there anything going on with you personally, health-wise, or physically that you've been wanting to change?
Yeah, weight.
Okay, and what happened with this? This is recent.
I want to change, lose weight, a lot of weight.
Okay. This eclipse might be the push that you need to start on that, because what will happen is you might get a little nervous around the 16th, because you might have a very slight health scare, nothing drastic. Please don't worry. It's just the universe giving you a wake-up call. Okay? So this could be the push that you needed to get into taking better care of yourself and your personal health. Because both of the eclipses very much point to you, your vital energy, your physical self, and changes that are going to be happening in your personality as a result of what you change on the outside. So the next 6 months will be an interesting journey for you if you can explore that.
What about relationships and career?
Okay, well, career, I don't have your exact birth time. I don't see anything that wows me with career. Relationships are likely to be changing, because the eclipse is opposing your sun. So if you are, and it's actually opposing your Venus. So there could be an ending to a relationship. Is that something that you've been expecting?
Don't know yet. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You think not a new beginning?
Well, the new beginnings will come later, but I will be honest and tell you that since I see that your Venus is in Aquarius, and it is the way that it's configured, it tells me that there is an ending, that it's as if you know it's over, and it was over a long time ago. But neither one of you wanted to end it. And something might happen in August, more towards the lunar eclipse, that will just say, okay, it's time to go our separate ways now. And then you'll be healing. And this is probably why I see so much change with your individuality, because I think you need to be alone for a little while to nurture yourself before you can go on to that new relationship. Susie, I want you to remember in February there are more eclipses in Aquarius and Leo, and that is when your new beginnings are likely to happen. Okay.
The caller's name was Susie?
Yeah.
Okay, Susie. So you said that you were interested in achieving some weight loss. Have you ever thought of using hypnosis for that?
No.
Okay. Hypnosis is a very effective tool to help bring in those behavior patterns that you have that need to be changed with eating and stuff like that. I offer free consultations with that. So if you ever would like to think about hypnosis or learn more, just send me an email or a message through this system here, Blog Talk Radio, or my email address is artistic.vibrations.com@gmail.com.
Okay. I had one more question for Maria.
Sure.
Okay, just one more question quickly.
Yes. Do you see any business partnership coming up in August?
You know what? The part of your chart that rules committed partnerships that everyone thinks is always romantic, it also rules business relationship and contracts. So it is quite possible that a business partnership would be coming up at that time. It is if you are working towards it, you will likely hear news between August and September.
So from my date of birth, that's all you can say if I don't have date of time, right?
Well, the time of your birth is so important to create the proper structure of your chart and for me to give you the most specific predictions and the most specific timing. Okay, so it does make a difference. But I am able to still see the themes of development in your chart, so I hope that has helped.
Do you see a new relationship? When do you
Okay, so we have to just drop that caller now for now. Thank you so much, Susie, for being online.